What constitutes as your opinion of a tryhard? Is it this, being fully decked out in military gear that's reminiscent of real-world militaries? Or is it this, a grimy, edgy, emo aesthetic made for intimidation purpose? Most of you watching will associate the term tryhard and GTA with this outfit here and many like it. However, this is also a tryhard, but you don't see them nearly as often and they aren't nearly as toxic. The average tryhard are more plentiful because they are lone wolves and don't depend on others for anything. That's why they're so toxic to others. However, the much more rarer military tryhard prefers tactics and working together as a cohesive group. And it's because of this desire to work as an effective unit and group is why they're so rare. Because nobody wants to team up on GTA where anybody and everybody could be your enemy and you don't want to take risks in this game. And that is precisely why the toxic tryhard is way more plentiful than the military tryhard, because it's way easier to act alone as a single individual rather than a cohesive group using tactics and strategies. Honestly, it's a symptom of a much bigger issue. And the real reason why this is the case, I promise you won't laugh, but it's literally because of the anonymity of the internet. This game is basically a petri dish of what anonymity does to people. Is if you don't have any consequences for your toxic actions, then it is way easier to get away with doing toxic things. And it's way harder to make friends you don't have genuine connections with. So what's the alternative? Try to make genuine friends in this game and sing Kumbaya until the sun fucking burns out? Unfortunately, again with anonymity, you don't know who people truly are, so you can't exactly trust them, and trust is vital in building friendships, and trust in GTA, if you've been playing for any amount of time, is something that is incredibly deficient. And when someone is perfectly anonymous on the internet, you don't really feel bad for insulting them or putting them in harm's way, because it's not going to affect you and it's not going to come back to you in any fashion. This is exactly why the term tryhard is viewed with such disdain and distaste, is because it's often associated with the negative actions of people who really don't have much to lose, because they don't really have much to gain either from trying to make friends, where they could easily just get their fun and their kicks out of just kicking the shit out of you instead. And it's because of this and the number of people who adopt this mindset is why these toxic tryhards are so prevalent, and why the military tryhards are so damn rare, is because trying to make that connection and taking that risk, sticking your neck out for other people who you don't know will return the favor or not, is just something that most people reasonably will not do. The military tryhard and the toxic tryhard are just two different sides of the same coin. One makes the world their enemy and tries not to take risks whenever they don't need to, and the other takes risks for a potentially bigger benefit that often backfires in their face. Ultimately, what makes a tryhard is their determination and their willingness to strive to be the best at whatever they're doing. It just means taking a different path for different people, and sometimes that means for the benefit of you and others, and sometimes it's just for yourself and only yourself. Ultimately, to be a tryhard is to strive to be among the best, whether you want to make connections along the way and establish fruitful relationships on a rocky world, or to not take that risk and only focus on yourself and damn anybody who gets in your way. Ultimately, the question you have to ask yourself is, are you a tryhard for everyone else, or are you a tryhard for yourself? When you can answer that question, you understand what it means to be a tryhard. The only question left is, what kind of tryhard are you?